Hello there guys, it's woow here, back again on another video, and today we're going to do What If Deku Was Reborn, part 18. Hope you enjoyed. In last part, Deku did take a leave of absence for one day. Then he go to the other world to build some armor to Bakugo and Kaminari. Then the rest of part was only filler. Everybody go to shop, then they go to the pool, then All Might invade Deku to go to Island. So let's begin. When Deku and All Might were in taxi, Deku talked telepathically to All Might, telling him, All Might, so should I go in my civilian form or should I go like a white ninja form? All Might you should go in your civilian form. Remember that white ninja don't have a license, he basically a vigilante. So it will cause a little bit of trouble if he go to Island. Deku tell him okay, so let's say time skip to Deku and All Might arrive at Island. When they arrive, Melissa show up and All Might introduce her to Deku. Deku is not shy like his original counterpart. Then Vanessa asks him, so what is your quirk? Deku tells her, I have two quirks. One, I have super strength, and the other one is electricity, but I can use electricity to amplify my strength. Vanessa tells him, whoa, you are crafty one, aren't you? Use electricity to amplify your strength. Deku smiles and tells her, yeah, just a little bit. Then three of them walk to David's office. When they arrive, David was in shock to see All Might, and they have their reunion again. Then David tells Vanessa to take Deku around the island, and he tells Sam to get out as well. Then he asks All Might, how is your body holding up? All Might tell him, my body is holding up okay, but I think my quirk is a little bit weak. Then he tell him, so how about your injury? All Might tell him, you know that I have been patrolling with that white ninja. David nods, so tell him, yeah, what of it? All Might explained that he has some type of healing quirk, he healed my injury completely. Then David told him, nonetheless, we have to do a little bit of exam on you. All Might nod, then they do the exam and they see that All Might power is dropping drastically. Then same happened, David hired fake villains, so what he thought. So now let's jump back to Deku and Melissa. Two of them are just scrolling around, and Melissa is showing Deku around the island and the most of their technology. Then Deku can hear her voice of Oraka tell him, you look having fun. Deku turn around and he see Momo and Oraka and Gerald, and Momo is pissed off to see Deku with another girl. Melissa tell Deku, so who are they? Deku explained that these two are my friends and Momo, she's my girlfriend. Then Melissa introduced herself, and before she can spill anything about All Might, Deku stopped her, telling her to keep it a secret. The four of them start talking, then Momo get up from her seat and walk to Deku and tell him, why did you tell me you are going to Island? Deku tell her, I don't even know, I just go back to my house, then I meet All Might and tell me, why don't I go with him? Then Deku tell her, I can ask you the same thing, why did you not tell me that you are going to Island? Momo tell her that my parents force it on me, and plus I know that you are not the type to engage with so many people at once, so please don't be mad. Deku start laughing, then he got from his seat and gave Momo a kiss on her forehead. Then he tell her, how could I be angry at you? Plus, you know me so much, you know that I don't like being around a lot of people at once, so we have no problem here. Momo smiled, then Deku hugged her. Melissa is just giggling to him, so are you done, lovebirds? Deku will giggle a little bit, yeah, we are done. Then Ida show up with Tensei. Deku can see Tensei tell him, you're Ingenium, right? Ingenium tell him, yeah. Then Deku tell him, Ida tell us that the white ninja healed you, so how you feeling? Ingenium tell him, yeah, he did heal me quite alright. All my injuries are gone, thanks to him. Plus he take care of that stain, so I owe him a lot. Then Then they hear explosion. That means Satalam, it's look like they are training that hero versus villain test. They could have hero versus villains. Vincent and Mia. So that everybody go except for Tensei because he want to patrol a lot or whatever he want to do. So when they arrive, they see Kurishima there. Then Baku do his turn and he got like 5 seconds. Then Kaminari show up and he did like 4 seconds. The two start arguing. Then Deku show up and tell them, both of you get off my way. And the moment Deku go, in just like half a second, Deku complete all of it. Then Deku fly down to them and tell them, get on my level guys. Then both of them start attacking Deku, tell them, you show off. Deku's just messing with them. Then Kurishima and Ida drop down to stop the fight, or mini fight. And Melissa start laughing because she starts to see Deku other side. Then she told Momo, your boyfriend is always serious, it's nice sometimes to see him laugh. Momo tell him, yeah, you're right about that. Then Oraka tell him, now you mention it, I hardly see Deku smile or laugh this much. Momo tell him, I don't know anything about that, so we just have to ask him. So they go ask Deku and tell him, why did you act like this? Deku tell him, what do you mean? Momo tell him, you act like a kid, not like you usually do. Deku tell him, sure, I'm always serious, but sometimes I have to relax. If I get serious a lot, I will be like Ida, acting like a robot. Then Ida do his thing with his hand, tell him, what do you mean? Deku tell him, that's what I mean. And I will start laughing. Then Mineta show up, tell him, hi there guys. Deku ask him, how did you go? How did you get here? Mineta tell him, Kaminari invited me. Then Deku realized that he looked at Kirishima, tell him, and you? Kirishima tell him, Baku invited me. Then he looked at both of them, tell him, and you, how did you get the invitation? Kirishima tell him, after the Waste Sport Festival, we did get invitation, so as you. But they can't reach you, so they gave it to Bakugo. Deku tell him, okay. So after that, everybody decide to meet up at reception hall. Sorry guys from bad English. And now let's say time skip, everybody meet up. When they arrive, they hear the alarm and the building start going in lockdown mode or emergency mode, whatever the name is it. Then everyone starts running toward their party. They see the heroes all tied up. Then they talk to All Might. And All Might gave them the details. Then Deku telepathy to All Might and All Might, I have to fight you, know that. All Might tell him, yeah, I know, just be careful and protect your friend. Deku tell him, always All Might. Then Melissa tell them they have to go to the 100th floor to get there. And guys, let me explain something. Bakugo and Kaminari are with the group, not separated. So when they start running toward the 100th floor, the hallway start getting close on them. Everybody start thinking to get another way. Then Deku tell them, if you don't get another way, you just have to break through the first one. Then he power up his Zeus Clock's first level and he punch the armor wall, completely destroy it. Then he do the same until they arrive at the 100th floor. And Misa was impressed by Deku's strength. And guys, why Deku is using level 1 Zeus Clock? Because he want to camouflage that he is super strong. Deku can easily take down that armor door even in his base form, but he want to believe his other friend that he is using a power up to get there. He didn't want to show that he is stronger even in his base form. So let's continue. When they arrive, everybody can hear that David is the one who get the plan with the villains. Then David tell them that All Might is losing his power, and that just shocked Deku to his core. Because he's the one to introduce Bakugo to All Might. So he's basically the one the cause of All Might losing his powers. Then Warfred, I believe his name, used his pillars to stop the other. Deku is easily blocking them, but he's busy protecting his friend. So he shot Sam after he gave him that device. Then Deku ordered Melissa to go stop the alarms. She do that and everybody got free. And same happened before Warfred can finish Sam. David jumped in a way, got the bullet in his shoulder. Then Warfred carried him to the helicopter. Deku ordered everybody to get out of here or protect Melissa. Do whatever you want. Bakugo and Kamen tell Deku, yes sir. Then everybody start following them. Then Deku go after Warfred. Then the moment helicopter start flying, Deku just jump on the helicopter, grab David, then he jump off it. after he blew up the helicopter with a little bit of lightning. Then Deku tell him, Mr. Shield, are you okay? David tell him, yeah, I'm okay. But they have the device, and they will be strong. Deku tell him, don't worry, I am here, with a smile on his face. And David's eyes just lit up to see Deku's face is almost resemble All Might. Then Deku can hear the pillow coming from afar. He just grab David and jump away. He put David at safe distance and start fighting the power-up Wolfred. Then All Might show up and both of them start fighting him. And they have a much easier time than the enemy because of Deku powers. Then they finish him off with a double Detroit smash. Then Deku tell the All Might what he heard. Then he go to David and tell him sorry about that. I was afraid for losing your light and I completely ignored there's maybe another one. Then he looked at Deku. Then All Might tell him, don't worry, it's not him only. There are at least 2 others strong as him. Don't worry again. Our future is safe with them. Then Deku walk up to David, tell him, can I look at your shoulder? David tell him, sure, why? Then Deku put his hand on the wound and David can feel the wound just close and heal herself. Then David tell him, so you have trick works, huh? Deku tell him, yeah, I am a handy guy. So after the incident, everybody go back to their home. Then later that day, All Might called Deku, tell him we have to talk. Deku go visit All Might in his ninja farm and tell him, what's up All Might, what do you want? Then All Might tell him, how much David did tell you? Deku tell him, so do you mean that you are losing your power and you didn't even tell me? All Might tell him, listen kid. Then Deku starts screaming to him, I'm not going to listen, why did you not tell me? At least I was going to take off something to bring me at least a bit of your power back, or stop your power from leaving your body. Then All Might walk up to Deku and tell him, sorry kid, I didn't tell you all the truth. Deku start crying because he feels guilty that he was the reason because of All Might is losing his power. Deku tell All Might, sorry All Might, I have to go home, take care. Then he jump away. Then Deku go immediately to his room, not even bother go to Momo because he was pissed off what All Might did, and he tried to make himself go to sleep. And now let's go to Deku's head. Deku is hearing two voices inside his head and tell him to choose. Deku don't know what they mean, and before he can speak anything he just wake up, and already next day. Then Deku start talking to himself. What do they choose and what are these voices? Man, I think I'm losing my mind. Jarvis tell him, are you okay partner? Deku tell him, yeah, I just got a bad dream. Choose, but what should I choose? Then Deku decide to make a bracelet to Momo to spend the time because they have a day off. So he make it and he enchants it with lightning. Not a powerful one, but enough to blind people if Momo want to blind them for a second or two. So he make it with ease, like 2 hours has only passed. Then Deku decide to make the use of his free time and try to upgrade or finish his armor to Bakugo and Kaminari. He pull out the armors and try to look why didn't he think that are weak. After a couple seconds for examining their armor, he realized that the stones are not charged, and he did mistake to not connect them with each other. So Deku spent the rest of the day trying to connect them without making too much noise. In the end of the day, he did succeed for completing the armors, but compared to Deku's one, they are a little bit weaker, because they don't have the same magic stone that Deku have. But they have this zero gravity effect, so they are pretty powerful in their own way. Then it's already night time. Deku did feel like going to patrol. Then he got a call from All Might. Deku is a bit reluctant to answer, but he did answer and tell him, what do you want, All Might? All Might tell him, we have to meet, I have something urgent to tell you. Deku transformed, then he goes to see All Might. When they arrive, All Might immediately just started apologizing for Deku for what he did. Deku was quickly to forgive him, then tell him, what do you want, All Might, quickly. All Might handed over Deku a piece of paper and there are names on them. Deku tell him what are these names. All Might tell him there's all the people that Stain attack, and the address and the hospital they are still in. And the list was a little bit long because Stain was attacking heroes before he met Deku. Then Deku tell him, so what should we do? All Might tell him, If you have time, we could go and heal them with your power. Deku tell him sure, why not? Then they spend all night long driving or jumping from hospital to hospital, healing all the people they can heal. And because of that, Deku get a pretty good popularity because of that. Most of the people think of him as a hero, not a vigilante anymore. And before they know it, it's already the next day. Deku is completely exhausted from healing people all night, but he have to go to school because they are going to the summer training camp. Guys, I'm going to stop video right here. I know it's a little bit short than the others, but it's all I can cover. Plus, I want the next part to have all the summer training camp experience in him. So, hope you understand, and if you like the video, drop a like and tell me what you think of it in the comment section. If you're new around here, consider to subscribe, and peace.